One of the benefits of using TypeScript is its strong typing. Every property has a type, every method has a return type, and every method parameter has a type. This strong typing helps minimize errors through better syntax checking and tooling. In some cases, however, we have a property or method that does not have a predefined type, such as our products array here. We defined our products array as any, which negates the benefits of strong typing. To specify custom types, we can define an interface. An interface is a specification identifying a related set of properties and methods. A class commits to supporting the specification by implementing the interface. That means the class includes code for each property and method identified in the interface. We can then use the interface as a data type. ES5 and ES 2015 do not support interfaces, but TypeScript does. So interfaces are transpiled out and are not found in the resulting JavaScript. This means that interfaces are development time only. Their purpose is to provide strong typing and better tooling support as we build, debug, and maintain our code. Here is an example of a TypeScript interface. We define an interface using the interface keyword, followed by the interface name, which is often the name of the business object that the interface describes. By many naming conventions, the interface is prefixed with an I for interface, though some TypeScript developers leave off this prefix. The export keyword here at the front exports this interface, thereby making it available for use anywhere in the application. The body of the interface defines the set of properties and methods appropriate for this business object. For each property, the interface includes the property name, a colon, and the property data type. For each method, the interface includes the method name, the list of parameters along with their data types, a colon, and the method return type. To use the interface as a data type, we import the interface, then use the interface name as the data type. Looks easy enough. Let's try it out. We are back in the sample application looking at the product list component. Here we see that we defined our products array as any. So let's create an interface that defines what a product is. We'll put the interface into its own file in the products folder. We'll name that file product.ts after the business object it defines. We first type the export keyword to ensure the other parts of the application can use this interface. That is, after all, why we are creating it. Next, we type in the interface keyword, then the name of the interface. I like to use the I prefix to distinguish the interface from the business object, and we are defining a product, so I product. Inside the interface, we define the properties and methods appropriate for the business object. For our sample application, we only need properties. For each property, we define the property name, a colon, and the type of the property. Notice that we are typing the release date as a string. If we later work with this value as a date object, we could change this type to a date. That's it. That's all we have to do to define an interface. Now we can use this interface as our data type in the product list component. Before we do, though, let's try something. Let's introduce a typographical error into our products array. No error is detected. We won't even know we made a mistake until we see the application in the browser. And we notice that no image is displayed for one of the products. As you can imagine, these kinds of errors could cause hard-to-find bugs. Now let's replace the any with iProduct. We get a syntax error. What did we miss? Yep, we need an import. And bang! Now that our array of products is strongly typed, we are notified that we made an error in our product array property. We don't even have to view it in the browser to see that something is amiss. So this is a good demonstration of one of the benefits of strong typing. Let's fix that error. Notice that we get IntelliSense now for these properties, another great benefit of strong typing. Let's check this out in the browser. Now everything works as it did. In our interface file, we could define a class for the product business object here as well. Something like this. In general, we only create a business object class if that class provides some functionality that we want to use throughout our application, such as this calculate discount method. And if we think we might want to create a business object at some point in the future, then we definitely want to add the I prefix to our interface. But for our sample application, we don't need any product methods, so we don't really need a product class. We will use this interface throughout the application to strongly type our products. Before we move on, let's make one change. Notice that we're getting lots of files here. Unless we want to look at them, we really don't need to open the .js or .map files. Let's hide them from the editor. In VS Code, we do that by selecting File, Preferences, Workspace Settings. I'll paste exclude entries for the .js and .map files. Now we see that the .js and .map files don't appear in the Explorer window here on the left, and we can more easily find the files we need to edit. Neat! Next, let's look at encapsulating component styles.